Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Sorry for the slightly earlier start time, and it's going to be fairly quick today. Need to take my wife to the airport. So, how is everyone doing? Good morning, Tesla Force. Good morning, Jake. By the way, if you are new here, unlike Tesla Force and Jake, who are here all the time, and we have Options 22 here also. Hello, Triple H. Please do consider subscribing, ring that bell, and hitting the like button. Longer term viewers, please hit that like button and leave some comments. So, also, hello, I'm like the electronical music better. Well, this is the heroic music right now. Morning, Sterling. So let's see what's going on. Why won't this? Okay, there we go. We got stuck there for a second. All right. Hey, Kalani. Hope you are well. So slight pullback off the high. Good morning, Kens. S&P. Sorry, yeah, here's the S&P right now. Here's exactly what I'm focused on this morning. Again, we bounced off straight off the bottom of the rotation zone. That's the first key level. I'm still watching these levels I outlined yesterday. And even with this double rotation back up, I'm still keeping an eye on this potential double top. But my first warning sign of a breakdown, I'm going to be watching the 4-hour rotation zones pretty much across the board as that key level. For example, right now, that would be this blue line, which is a 21 EMA. Right now, it's coming in about 43.21 on a push higher. Pretty much the same thing. The push higher earlier, almost at the top of the rotation zone. But if we do get through there, same key levels as yesterday, still using 44.23 and then 44.55. NASDAQ, will just go through these quickly. You can see here also pulling back. Didn't pull back quite to that 4-hour rotation zone, but that's the level I'm watching. And if we do get through there, I'm still keeping an eye, even with this additional push up on those levels below. But I'm really going to be focused on the 13,767 to about 13,803 area. And even with this double rotation back up, still going to keep an eye on this bigger double top pattern. Dow. Come on. Dow, you can see here, it's just spiking through the 4-hour rotation zone, but I will watch for a return move back below this 4-hour low, which was 33,527. Double still also I'm using in play there. You can see here on the and same levels the upside. I'm really going to be focused if it does rally back up 34,265 area, 267. Crude up very big again. You can see big move up in crude. You can also see, remember we were watching that 62.5 level coming back down between the 50 and the 62 from the gap strategy and rotating back up very nicely. So that held partial gap fill and then the rotation. So that was nice little long play. I'm going to 102.87 and then major cluster 105. Notes, by the way, we spiked up earlier. Again, flight to safety with what's going on in Russia and Ukraine, and it's not looking so good. But pulling back off its spike highs, remember, there's no clear path here, so there's a lot of stopping points, which is why we like clear path moves. So you have stopping point here just above the target, stopping point here, stopping point here. So that's where you have to really look at stuff on the shorter term level. But we had that double that came back a bit and then went to full target. So that is done. What I'm watching for now is if it can get a move. I'm bumping this down a little to about 128.24. If it gets a move above 128.24, then I'm targeting 129.03, and that's into, you can see, into the weekly rotation zone, clearly working off its oversold levels and coming back with the bigger retracements. Dollar index still caught between these two key levels, so nothing to talk about there. Earnings today, we had Target up very big pre-market. They beat on EPS, slightly missing on revenue, but their internals are improving. I'm going to still be watching for a longer-term gap fill play in this. On a continued rally, though, 227, my next target is 238. Then I will watch for a potential rollover. Now, remember, I'm going to be doing the gap fill to where it does open and watch that 50 to 62.5 levels for retracement. So anybody new here, you're essentially, we're going to be, let's just pretend that's where it opens. I will be focusing on this area, and that's just not for today. That's for over the next few days to weeks as the key support area. And if that breaks down, then eventually target the gap fill. That's really about it that I'm looking. If you want to take a look at just your yields of the 10-year, that's the one. See, that's completed. That double also spiking down lower. The next key area, if the yields keep retreating, this is a great place to use. Since we don't have a pausing bar here yet, I'm just going to be going off here. So that's going to give me a 166.3 and 1618. I'm really focusing on this 166.3 area right in here with the prior resistance becoming support. That's pretty much all I have. Again, yield curve still slightly steepening on most aspects of it, and that's to be understood with this risk off mode. I really hate risk on and risk off, but that's what people say all the time. 4-hour divergences abound. Yes, they do. So I'm just still I'm going to be watching for these topping patterns. Thank you, Jake. Yep, my wife's heading out to Arizona for a few days. That's where her parents are. She just needs a break from me. By the way, still keeping an eye on Bitcoin. It's approaching. We do have this potential double bottom still, so I outlined that yesterday. Still keeping a clear eye on that, especially this first target of 51,700. I have no idea. BTCX. I have no idea what's going on with BTCX, and we'll have to do that later. I actually have to start. Oh, BTC. There you go. There's what's going on with BTC. Is I didn't know why there was a X there. We're watching, continued rally, but it's at a lot of resistance points with a significant level. Here, though, if it gets above 45,855, I'm targeting the more upside. And Ethereum, same difference. It's off. It's pretty much not as rallying as strong. It's up against the next harmonic, but my next level for that is 32,000 area. 3,200 area, and then I'll watch for that double play. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on. So that's where we sit. Going to wrap this up early. Just keep an eye on those 4-hour rotation zones, and I don't mean on the 4-hour time frame. I mean you can watch them on the shorter time frames for a break below if this is going to turn and head lower. So again, I'll pay attention, but you're going to call up your 4-hour chart and look at about 43.20, 43.21. If we start getting momentum down there, below there, you're into a clear path move. You have this horribly sloppy doubling pattern, but then we're going to watch for potentially rolling into the bigger double play lower. That's where we sit. Again, thank you everybody for watching. Why is that coming up for subscribe? If you're new here, please do consider subscribing, ringing the bell, and hitting the like button. Good morning, Amit. I'm glad. I will keep doing that. Keep asking your questions. And with that, I'm going to have to call this early, and I will touch base a little later today if anything goes in, and we'll have the same videos this afternoon, although they might be slightly quicker. Talk to everyone later. Bye for now.